The best thing about getting back to gaming was that it gave me a sense of normalcy again. If I was playing online, the other person wouldn't know that I was disabled. That feeling was priceless. Come on, let's go.
Representation is extremely important. I don't think we'd have like the PlayStation Access controller in our hands if it weren't for gamers advocating and yelling out that we want to play and we need a way to play.
Gaming helped restore part of me. My name is Alejandro Courtney, and I live in New York City. When I was 22, I had an accident at Jones Beach. I was diving into shore break waves, and I didn't lock my body properly. In that tumbling in the water, I fractured my neck.
My name is Grier, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. The injury that I sustained, it was a summer day. It was just a day after I had finished my freshman year of college. We were at the park, just hanging out. I decided to climb up into a tree with a friend like I'd done tons and tons of times before, and decided to try to kind of dismount the tree.
I woke up on the beach. I remember seeing the sky. I must have been like coming in and out. The next thing I remember, I was in the ambulance.
My momentum flung me forward and my hand slipped off and I hit the ground in such a way that it caused the fifth vertebrae to slam into my sixth, split it in half, and compressed my spinal cord to about 90%.
I remember waking up again in the hospital in the intake. They had induced me into a coma for about a month.
There's a lot of thoughts that go through your mind when you're struggling with something like paralysis. Lots of days spent lying in bed, having kind of a feeling of general despair for the idea of living life in this situation at the time. It's just hard. It just didn't seem possible.
The doctors initially had said that I probably won't be able to move anything below my shoulder. Oh, spasm. It feels like somebody's like grabbing your muscles and it's just putting like a vice grip on it. It is part of the territory.
I took the perspective of what do I need to do to get back to living my life. I didn't let whatever limitations I had stop me from pursuing and doing what I wanted to do.
I was hurt, but I was more ready to start trying to get back whatever I could get back.
Getting over those mental hurdles is the hardest part. Once you're at that point of like, okay, this is real. Our choices are to give up or to push forward, and I wasn't going to give up.
When I first started getting back into gaming, using the controllers was interesting. In one sense, I was happy to just be gaming, but at the same time, I had frustration because I couldn't use the top buttons as easily as everybody else. Ah, come on. And these spasms are really a problem. It is just sucking the energy out of me. The first time I tried to game after my accident, I put the controller on my stomach and tilted back in my chair, and I was using the side of my thumbs to move around and press the buttons, and so I just kept practicing. Exercise in general is just crucial because we don't move the same way that able-bodied people can move. Come on. There it is. My friend came to visit me in the nursing home, and he said he was gonna take it easy on me. He got his button handed to him, and he was like, oh my God, you can still play video games. And the rest is history. Nope, For a lot of people, video games is definitely a form of rehab.
So one big partner of mine is the AbleGamers charity. AbleGamers charity is a organization that their whole objective, as they state, is to combat social isolation through video games for individuals with disabilities.
We've been longtime partners with PlayStation. We partnered with them to help them develop the PlayStation Access controller. They wanted to know if the shape was correct, if we needed the flexibility for modifications to certain parts of the joystick, different sizes of buttons, the ability to be flexible about changing the buttons if necessary. They asked us for feedback about some of the challenges that they face so that they can design a controller that meets the needs of those people.
Having the opportunity to collaborate with AbleGamers at Evo and kind of set up some stations where players are able to see and use the equipment, is crucial, right? You can watch a video and you can hear about and read about something, but it's not the same as putting your hands on it and trying it and using it. And so, events like Evo are huge for us. It's really critical to get out there and be there in spaces where we can show people this stuff firsthand and let them, use it to really know how it works and what it could be used for. With the AbleGamers, I was really able to provide a lot of insight into kind of firsthand what our patients and what the barriers that they were encountering and the adaptive equipment that was available to them at the time.
And we can kind of extrude or sweep along that path. We want to join the bodies. So this is where we'll be able to kind of create our additional piece.
So, one of the biggest things was a need for our patients to have an option that was really more of like an out-of-the-box solution. It has all the customization to meet the needs and unique abilities of each person, whether that's the joystick orientation, the button caps, the button layouts, the software modifications. It really allows it to be kind of fine-tuned down to the very specific settings to each individual for what they need.
To have a controller that's made specifically for PlayStation 5, to keep all the players on the PlayStation 5, I think is really important.
Some of the challenges that I used to have with gaming before I got my hands on the Axis controller, you would have to pause the game, go back to the home screen, then go to the custom button section, turn it on, go back into the game. That was annoying because it just obstructed the flow. With the Axis controller, I can set it up so that I already placed the buttons where I need them to be, and I can just continue with the game flow with that. So that makes it way better. Let me go and pick my profile for Tekken. Perfect. You can compete almost as effortlessly as somebody that's using a regular controller. Come on, there you go. It definitely levels out the curve, and it makes disabled people reach their potential. Unfortunately, the world really isn't designed for us, whether you're quadriplegic or paraplegic, whatever disability you have. Fortunately though, Axis controller is designed for us, so it will help us achieve whatever gaming goal we want.
I'm a rehabilitation engineer. I work at the Shepherd Center, where I collaborate with therapists to assist their patients by designing and building equipment based on what they need. A lot of times our therapists, they have the skills to do the therapy, but they're not engineers, and so I can kind of fill in that role and help, a therapist and a patient have this goal they want to do, and they need some custom equipment made or some devices. My personal lived experiences play a lot into the work that I do, and I'm able to look at myself, how I would do something, what things I've gone through to be able to provide those solutions. A lot of times, with our patients, they'll come in and they've been playing, PlayStation for years, and a lot of times they're like, I can't play anymore. But we are able to show them, we have the PlayStation Access controller now that really is enabling patients to basically be able to pick up a controller again like they used to. It gives them that access to be able to play the game that they want to, how they want to.
This is what we were playing with God of War. We're gonna do 2K. So I figured we just continue with that one. And if we want to change it up, we can. It's kind of just going to be mess around, figure out what's going to work best for you.
Are you excited to play? Yeah. When was the last time you played 2K?
About 5 months.
Has it really been that long?
Gaming is a huge, huge tool in rehab. It's really great for kind of getting our patients to be engaged.
Well, you want to do center for passing? You want to do a big button for passing, or you want to do that for shooting?
Shooting.
All right, we'll make center.
It's great to be able to set up controller layouts where, it's promoting more use or movement of their arm, improving range of motion, improving endurance and movement in those areas.
Let's try to get a block up in here, yeah?
There we go. Ooh.
Close. That looked good. There it is.
Being able to have that kind of impact on our patients, give them even just that moment of joy, of happiness. Just think back to myself and how I felt and how tough it was. It's hard to put a smile on your face.
How do the controls feel?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, I'm getting a workout.
Good.
That's what it's about.
Being able to give our patients even those small moments, it's that step in the right direction. Until the access controller came out, it always felt like a puzzle to start. And so finally having a controller that is a controller in itself, contained, that's hard to find. And it's great that we're at a point where we've got, a product like that.
I am the COO for the Quad Gods Gaming, and I am the president for the Quad Gods Foundation, which is our non-for-profit organization. The Quad Gods are the world's first all quadriplegic esports team. Hi, Nairi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you all for showing up to this. I wanted to talk to everyone about some upcoming events. The first one, it's a PS Fortnite Cup, and wanted to know who would be interested in participating in that.
Me.
All right, dope.
I'm definitely with being in our Fortnite Cup.
We're filling another void that's been missing for a long time. We are providing hope to a huge community. Even some people within the disabled community, once they become disabled, they kind of write themselves off. Since the Quad Gods have started, we've been helping a lot of people change that. We're constantly I always thought that I couldn't play video games, but watching you guys, it moved me. Hearing that just lets me know that we're doing the right thing.
Yo!
Yo! What's up?
What's good? What you got going on here?
Same old
Looking like
same.
Coolio right now.
Something like that. Just to update you, had a recent meeting with the rest of the Quad Gods, and I will be forwarding you the official application so that you can go ahead and get your official membership and jersey and all that good
I was learning my next question. I'm like, am I gonna get a jersey? Because that's what I want.
stuff. Yeah.
That jersey's fly.
What I love about my job is the fact that it's an opportunity for me to give someone else an opportunity to be able to enjoy the same thing that I like to enjoy. I do have a little something for you, just to show you my appreciation. I have last little gift for you.
Ah, man,
my
thank
friend.
you. Seriously.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate that, man. The controller.
You got
Nice.
it?
Yeah. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome, man.
You're the best.
Gaming is a great way to disconnect, and I certainly find that in my life is for those few hours you really just kind of forget about what's going on. You're in the game, you're hanging out with your friends, you're having fun, and the world around you can cease to exist for a little bit.
Gaming allows me to embrace my imagination. It's one of my muses. It helps me explore some of my artistic sides. Are you ready? I hope you can enjoy this ass whipping. Ooh, look at that. Button mashing gets you everywhere. Whole action.
Oh, he went flying.
Well, don't just stand there, do something. It allows me to go ahead and jump into that character and live that persona for that time that I'm playing the game.
Oh no!
You ran him over. Is that what happened?
You can do it, you can do it.
I'm not taking free hits. Got me.
You're going out with nothing to show for it. They give you the storyline, but you are the character that drives that storyline. So whatever actions you take, video games definitely let you live out your imagination.
Yeah, I sweet. I ain't got no pride.
You got lucky. So what do you think?
I like it, man. I like this a lot. I should like this a ton.
As a quad god, I can't wait to see you in a bunch of tournaments, you know, using that controller and repping the team. So
It'll be fun. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Not only is gaming for all a community driver and a passion for so many, when it comes to, you know, individuals who have suffered injuries and have these disabilities, gaming can be such a fantastic outlet that everybody should have the opportunity to try to game and be able to game if they want to. So the more and more that I can, you know, spread that awareness and talk about and share, you know, my perspective on that, I think the better served the whole community as a whole will be. Hey, Alejandro.
Hello.
Hey, it's Jared. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, man. How's it been? How's it been?
Not bad, not bad.
How's gaming been going? You using the access controller a bit?
Yeah, actually, I was just about to get on and start playing some Fortnite with some of my teammates.
Sweet. Yeah, you guys been pretty competitive lately? You getting any of the tournaments?
Yeah, there's a tournament that we're practicing for coming up in December, and we might even be doing some of those PS tournaments that are coming up soon.
Teams like the Quad Gods are huge for the gaming community because it all goes back to exposure, awareness, and fighting stigma. Yeah, we'll link up again here soon and get your team on a call and we can figure out some good equipment.
Sounds like a plan.
Sweet. All right, man. You have a good one.
All right, you too, bro.
All right.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. The disability community has been shunned for numbers of years. You know, we were one of the last to get civil rights, and for the longest time, they weren't really accommodated or respected and really just expected to stay home.
Representation in gaming is everything now.
You might be playing against somebody who can only play with their mouth and they're able to beat you, but you don't know that. And so teams like Quad Gods are bringing more of that spotlight onto this very unique and profound ability that adaptive gamers have to persevere through their challenges and play games at a competitive level.
Number one, when someone that is disabled like myself, when they're able to be seen doing the things that they were able to do in the past, or see something that they were never able to do and always wanted to try, it gives them that ambition to want to go out there and try. It makes them think and feel like, I can.
I feel humbled that I'm able to provide this kind of access to people, something so critical that is important to my life, that I know I hold very close to my heart, is something that has helped me through my recovery as a way to disconnect, a way to keep social connections with friends and have fun.
Some people kind of want to pigeonhole you and say that you're like a disabled gamer. No, we're a gamer that happens to be disabled.
I don't want to be seen for what my struggles are and be pitied. I recognize that who I am and what I do can be inspiring to others, but I think it's important more to see me as who I am and what I do despite those limitations.
For anybody that has had like a life-changing situation and they want to play, but they're trying to talk themselves out of it, just shut up and play.
PlayStation